Today, we're diving into some of the most incredible underdog stories in sport history. The times when bookies saw the long odds and they got it spot on. These moments prove that while some upsets catch us all off guard, bookies have a way of sniffing out the rare chance for victory, even when the odds are stacked sky high. The story that needs no introduction, Leicester City, the 5,000 to 1 underdogs, went from relegation battles to Premier League champions in the 2015-2016 season. Bookies were offering sky-high odds on this one, and while most fans saw it as a joke, a handful of believers walked away with a massive payout. It remains one of the biggest triumphs for the underdogs and a historical reminder that anything is possible. Our second underdog story brings us to Buster Douglas versus Mike Tyson in 1990. Bookies gave Douglas a slim 42 to 1 chance against the undefeated Mike Tyson. Douglas, however, defied every expectation and took down Tyson in the 10th round in one of boxing's most jaw-dropping upsets. Bookies may have seen the odds as extreme, but a few brave souls who backed Douglas were in for one of the most rewarding fight nights in betting history. And number 3, we're going back to 2004 and the UEFA European Championship. Greece had never been considered a major football powerhouse, but in 2004 they defied the 150 to 1 odds to win the Euros, defeating Portugal in the opening game and the final, as well as beating France and the Czech Republic on their way to victory. Greece played disciplined, defensive football and walked away with the trophy, shocking fans across Europe, but rewarding a small pool of optimistic backers. Coming in at number 4, Rulon Gardner beats Alexander Karelin at the 2000 Olympic Games. Rulon Gardner wasn't on anyone's radar to beat Alexander Karelin, the undefeated Russian wrestling machine with a 13-year winning streak. Bookies placed Gardner's odds at 2,000 to 1, and against all the odds, he did the impossible. Those who placed a wager on Gardner that day backed one of the biggest Olympic shocks ever. Underdog story number 5, Japan beating South Africa at the Rugby World Cup in 2015. Japan faced off against South Africa as 66 to 1 major underdogs. Most people expected South African domination, but Japan's brave blossoms put on a show that will forever live in World Cup history. Known now as the Miracle of Brighton, this upset thrilled rugby fans and showed that sometimes it's worth putting a few quid on a wildcard. Next up, we have Emma Raducanu's US Open triumph in 2021. Raducanu entered the 2021 US Open as a qualifier with odds of 500 to 1 to win it all. But she tore through the competition without dropping a set and making tennis history. UK bookies had to cough up a few large payments, but they'd had the foresight to place Raducanu's odds in a territory that made those wins rare. Coming in at number 7, Holly Holm defeating Ronda Rousey in 2015. At the time, Ronda Rousey was unstoppable in the MMA world, until Holly Holm came along. Holm was given slim odds of 20 to 1 to win, but she shocked the world with a head kick knockout that stopped Rousey in her tracks. Holm's victory proved that with the right training and focus, the invincible could fall, and a few daring bets paid off. And finally, at number 8, the St. Louis Blues won the Stanley Cup in 2019. Halfway through the National Hockey League season, the St. Louis Blues were at the bottom of the league, and bookies offered 300 to 1 for them to win the Stanley Cup. Now somehow they turned their season around, securing an unforgettable championship. Those who spotted the potential earned huge payouts in one of the most dramatic mid-season comebacks of all time. So the next time you see sky-high odds, remember that betting on an underdog could turn a bold bet into an unforgettable victory.